SFH, Still Fucking Here, is a clothing and apparel brand built to change the world. We are survivors, warriors, and fighters. We are tenacious, relentless, and vigilant. We've been through hell and made it out the other side, and now we are determined to spend our lives giving back to those who need help in their fight. Whether you are a cancer survivor, recovering addict, a survivor of an abusive relationship, someone who has fought to gain control of their health, or a wounded vet such as myself, or simply someone that is fighting a battle and proud of how far you've come, we are with you. 50% of all net proceeds from our brand will be given back to those that need it most, and this will be for the life of our company. Join us in our mission. Buy some awesome gear like this, wear it proudly, spread the word. We are in this together. We are still fucking here. I end up feeling a need, like I feel like I'm...
Just your usual.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Relentless Racing League. We got the SFH Arc Series here tonight for the 4th race of the season here at Kansas Motor Speedway. Mr. Nodic wanted me to give him a talk before the race. We'll go ahead and pull Mr. Nodic up. What is going on? What is going on, Mr. John?
Oh, hey, buddy. How you doing, man?
It would help if I'm in the booth with you. Hey, man.
My playback was a little bit off, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, how you doing today, man? And what's your thoughts coming into this race? A really cool track camp, so I'm kind of curious how these cars are going to handle here tonight.
Well, last week there was a lot of close racing, as you could tell from my idiocy last week. So I think this week's going to be the same thing. There's going to be a lot of close racing. Unlike last week, I just have to be more careful where I put myself. And it's going to be the same thing for everyone out there. There's going to have to be a lot of give and take. I hope that happens. But it should be a lot of fun tonight.
What are these cars? Are they loose, tight, off throttle a lot, on throttle?
To be honest with you, there's very little off throttle time with these cars. They are very tight. Maybe if we had a longer fuel run, they would wear to the point to where they would loosen up. But from what I'm seeing, they're not loosening up much at all.
All right, man. Well, you wanted to give it a shot. Let's get your shot in real quick. And good luck here tonight at Kansas.
Thanks, man. I just wanted to say Mother's Day is coming up. And, for me personally, it's a very difficult holiday. So that got me thinking about others and what they may be going through. And I want you all out there to remember one thing. Man, whatever you're going through, whether it be cancer, the loss of a loved one, you are not alone. There are people out there that are more than willing to talk or listen, whatever you may need them to do. And just remember, man, we're still freaking here. We're fighting every day. And if you're thinking the worst, please don't. Because I can tell you from experience, that just takes the pain from you and passes it on to someone else. So keep your head up, and if you ever need to talk, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to talk to you.
Yeah,
But
and
remember, man, somebody out there loves you.
just going off what you said, I actually had the scenario kind of hit a little too close to home. Just recently, after 2 weeks ago, my stepbrother, his best friend, took his own life. He was relentlessly bullied. One of the things I can say, if you guys listening, is if you think someone's going through a hard time or they're on that edge, do some research. Look up like signs of someone that might go that step. And if you feel like they're going that way, make the call for them. They might be mad at you, but at the end of the day, once they get their mind back in the right place, they'll thank you in the long run. So there's
Absolutely.
always help out there. Don't be afraid to be the person that takes them to a hospital where you need to take them to get them the help they need.
And another thing too, someone cuts you off in traffic, maybe hesitate a little bit, give a little grace. We never know what battle someone else is fighting. So try
Exactly.
kindness first and see how that works.
Matt said he's here to talk also. He might be playing with his mustache while you're talking with him, but Matt's a good listener, so definitely hit up for him
Yes, he
too.
is.
But all right, man, good luck here tonight, man.
Thanks, dude. I'm gonna try to qualify inside the top 20.
All right, good luck here, man.
See you, buddy.
All right, so we'll get qualifying away, and we'll pull up our race sponsor. Kind of curious what it's about. So pull him up and let him give a shout out to the sponsor. But yeah, that stuff kind of holds a close place to my heart. That's why in Cup I run that Mission 22 logo as my number. Kind of spread awareness, everything going on. And we got some qualifying underway here tonight. Currently watching the 55 of Craig Martin. Kind of interested in this car's going to handle. Only downside here tonight is... Oh, did I just lose connection or did he lose? Oh, okay, he blinked out. We got some fog rolling in tonight. Oh, he is blinking bad. We'll have to go with somebody else. Yeah, we do got some fog here tonight, so unfortunately the camera angles are going to be at a minimum because I'll show you why here in a second. Go to this camera angle. It is super foggy. So we're kind of limited on the camera angles we got here tonight due to the fog. Wish you guys would turn the dang fog off. Anyways, Riley Hoots, last week's winner. Currently P1, now he goes P2, down to P3 here early in the qualifying runs. Jones goes P2. I think Hoots might have just bettered his time. I did see that gap, a jump between him and Natick. McKenzie goes third. Natick comes out of turn 4, across the start finish line this time by. Goes a little bit quicker. P3 currently. Where is. Oh, he's number 10. We go ahead and watch our race sponsor, Kyle Miller, get some laps in here tonight for qualifying. Oh, he's cheesing it. So far this week's racing, it's been decent. I don't really recall a really bad race. I know last night went fairly well. We had a few cautions, but it wasn't a ton. Truck series went really well. I can't remember how Xfinity series went. I think Xfinity series went fairly well as well. Also, ooh, Mathia running almost a dead even lap with his teammate Riley. Bledsoe takes that pole position late as Miller gets his second lap complete. He's going to go fourth quickest. But Miller is done with his run. Let's go ahead and pull up our race sponsor, Kyle Miller. What is going on?
Not much. What are you up to?
Not much, man. Brought you up here sponsoring tonight's race. I am very curious what it's about. So go ahead and brought you up so you can talk about the Kylene's crew.
Kayleen. Yeah.
Oh, the
it is one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 100% my aunt's going through some breast cancer, and so I just decided to throw that out there as a sponsor.
Been there, man. I unfortunately lost the aunt to that battle, so I thought I'd bring you up here, figure out what it was about. I kind of had a hint it was for breast cancer due to the pink ribbon, but you never know.
Yeah, she's doing pretty good. Ended up getting them, removed, and here we are.
Oh, so she beat it?
It's not beat. She's still going through chemo, but from what I've heard and understood, it's a pretty great chance that it's going to be gone.
All right, man. Well, good luck here tonight, and wish your aunts the best.
Thanks, brother.
What team are you in?
Prime time.
Prime time, that's right. All right, so let's go over our official qualifying results. All right, so getting that pole position, Bledsoe with a late charge, gets that pole with a 30.283. Outside pole, be Riley Hoots. Brendan Mathia, Kyle Miller, race sponsor, row number 2. Row number 3, Jonathan Jones, Edward Peltz. Row 4, John Nidick and Chase Lewis. Donovan McKenzie and Andrew Karpinski. Row 5, row 6, the Mater, John Delmater and Christian DeBoer. Going on to row number 7, you have Justin Bennett and Mark Dupuis. William Cameron, Charles Roberson, row number 8. Row number 9, John Schollenbacher, Thomas Lees. Row number 10, Nicholas Nunez and Jake Kilcombs. Row 11, Stephen Archambault. I think I said that right. Oh my gosh, that's a long last name. And Scotty Watkins, Brian Matthews, and Cole Paul, row number 12. Going on to row number 13, you have Michael Tompkins, Judd Ballou, Angel Ball, and Ryan Lowe, row 14. Row 15, Craig Martin, Zach Bucher, Tony Frey, and Timothy Nishis round up field in that 16th and final row. Kansas, in real life NASCAR, probably puts on some of the best racing we have had the last couple of seasons. I think I got the pace. I'll bear it back. All right, pace car pulls off a pit lane. We ready to start this race? 100 laps of racing. I'd imagine field mileage is probably around the 35 to 40 lap mark. Every race time, I'm excited to see how it shakes out, just because a lot of these tracks we're going to is my first time seeing these cars on the track. The only track these Arca cars I've been to, that I've driven two. I've driven Watkins Glen, which someone said it was loose, but I actually enjoy these cars at Watkins Glen. And National Fairgrounds, which surprisingly, these cars handle really well at that track. And tire fall off isn't as bad as I'm used to it being at that track. So I'm really excited to see how National Fairgrounds go in a couple weeks. Pacer pulled up pit lane.
Green.
Bledsoe leads in green here at Kansas. Green flag out in the air. The top four got a pretty good launch. Yeah, the only downside I have about this car is it's like the next gen. It's just so hard to pass. It's Riley Hoots gets a really good run. That back just into turn number 3, run all over the high line. They got the 19 of Lewis, who was into the wall there a little bit. They're 3 wide, almost 4 wide exiting turn number 4. And they're still 3 wide going down the back stretch. Nautic on the outside. 3 wide racing here early on in Kansas as Riley Hoots has the lead. Nautic looking for that top line momentum. John Nautic looking to make some spots up early. Moved up 3 spots, I believe, on that first lap as they're still 2 wide racing behind him. Let's see the 40, not the 40, the 43 of Jones and to the inside speed. Edward Pelton of 7. You can already tell early on that high line definitely gets some good runs as the 43 and 7 almost make contact. So McKenzie blinking out a little bit as they roll through the tri-oval. Top 5, top 6 of single file out. They say that John Nautic looking to get around our pole sitter Bledsoe with not had a good start to this race. Nautic along that low line trying to get the momentum. But Bledsoe, though, with that high line run you can get here at tracks like this, proven strong, is able to hold off Nautic. And as I say that, Nautic got some really good roll through center of 3 and 4. It's going to put Bledsoe to the inside for the crossover move going through the tri-oval. The Arca handle really good here. Ooh, McKenzie having a close call back here. At the 80 to Roberson. Whoops. Ooh, I love that engineer scheme. When the heck did he run? Oh, almost contact with the 4 of William Cameron. Roberson surprisingly not get a good qualifying run, trying to make his way through the field. He's got to settle for P13 as he tucks in behind the 4. Here in lap 5, we got the 96. Look at the other McKenzie. No, that's the Mater. That's John Delmater looking to the inside of the 69 of Bennett. Riley Huso still out there leading the way, but he has the 10R race sponsor all over that back bumper if they head down the back stretch into turn number 3. One thing I'm noticing here early on, this looks to be a highline dominant track, as looked like the top 4 or 5 are all the way up against the wall, rolling through 3 and 4. Ooh, the 19 actually a little tight, brushing the wall, and that might open the door for Nautic to get to the inside, and it, nope, not quite. Nautic couldn't get the run. I am kind of shocked that the first guy in line that's trying to get cleaner and it is the 3 and Nautic. Everyone else is just kind of playing follow the leader here. No one really trying to get some clean air on that nose. I mean, in a track like Kansas, if you're able to work that lane lower than everybody else is running and just sneak your car to the inside, you could really make some passes work, as you really don't lose a lot of momentum. And on corner exit, if you can get that left rear quarter panel, you could really use a side draft to your advantage, but no one's really using that line to their advantage right now. Who's still leading the way? Ooh, Miller had a moment going into 1. There we go. There's Miller. That's what I'm talking about. Running about a lane lower just to get some clean air, and maybe look for a run a corner exit. Yep. So we'll talk about run that lane lower, get that clean air. He's not side drafting like Ritz I thought he would be. Not quite able to lead that lap, but he can go all the way to the bottom, look for maybe a slide job off a corner exit. Try sliding in front of the 9 and 9 of Riley Hoops. Has got a really good run. Ooh. Ooh. Cut the run, cut off the 8. 8 went to the inside, and they got Brendan Mathia looking to make the pass for second. But Miller, though, getting that highline run. Nautic, he's moved his way up to 4th.
Caution, yellow flag.
Put a caution up there in track. Angel ball. Oh! Oh my! Saw the 96 in the ball. I think I actually started in front of him. I did. I thought it was the 94 of McKenzie. Oh. He just drifted up the track and got into the 4. Spun him around. Here comes the 96. The Delmater. There's nowhere for him to go. Absolutely just clobbers and tattoos that left front of the 4. And here comes the 7 of Peltz. 69. Wow, what a hit. 7 also gets a good hit on the 4. 76 also involved in this. He gets a good hit. Oh my, I don't think that 69 had any tires left. No, both of his tires were just destroyed.
I'll take that if no one wants it.
That unfortunately can be the night for the 69s. Oh my, what a hit. I think he's actually able to drive this car. Top 16 stayed out. Actually, no. Correction. Top 12 stayed out, I believe. I know for sure the 10 of Miller came down pit lane. I think he might be the first guy to come out of pit lane. Yes, I'm out. So, I wasn't necessarily referencing the middle. What I was more talking about is when you saw him running like single file on the high line. What I like to do at tracks that are high line dominant like this, is you want to put your car literally just that car length lane down to where you can maybe fit a tire between your two cars, but you don't lose a ton of momentum, and you can still get a good drive off. And if the guy in front of you doesn't get a good launch, you can get to that left rear quarter panel and really use that side draft, and then going into the next corner, you can be side by side. Ethan, what's up? And we saw the 10 do it. It's just he went where the 10 messed up is when he got to Hoose's door. He went all the way to the bottom. I think if he had just ran the middle or that same line through 1 and 2, he could have easily took over that lead. Oh, okay. I thought you were okay. Yeah. Like, that was one thing I was doing at Homestead last night is, if I had someone like right in front of me, I would kind of set myself off that lane, not just to try to set it past, but also that way if they do hit the wall, you're not just running into the back of their car. You have an escape route. I'm ready for it to be Saturday. It's going to have a day off of work. Who's so often to choose that outside line. You have two teammates lining up right by each other on the front row. Jones and Natick row 2. I don't know. I like the top lane.
Green, green, green.
If I get back out in the air and back on the way we go. I found my rhythm top 1 and 2, low 3 and 4 last night. I was running top, and I realized the low and 3 and 4 was working. I didn't like how loose I was getting off of 2, so I tried not to run the bottom too much. Plus, I wasn't downshifting either. Roberson got a good launch there. He's able to take that 4th spot over. We got a little bit of battle brewing back here for, around Nunez and Timothy back here for P6. It's a 43 of Jones starting to run. Oh, I thought he was going to run in the middle, but he went all the way down low. And I don't necessarily agree with that on a track like this. You got to try to at least run middle. But he's running all the way down there in the long line. Nope, there he goes. Nice middle. Yeah, and that just allows Robinson to get a run, though. He's too low. You got to try to... I don't want to say pinch the car on the wall. But you got to try to run up close to that car on the high line. He's just running too low here. Robinson, he's just going to get another run off corner exit. And I was just too loose off of 2. I wasn't like sideways loose. It was just uncomfortable. I didn't feel comfortable running the bottom 1 and 2. I didn't mind middle or top, but I didn't like the bottom. I went to go try to get a peek for the lead, couldn't quite get it to work. Roberson into the wall there a little bit. Not able to take advantage of it. Back here for 3rd. Brandon Jones, he shuffled his way back to 5th. But further back, you have 11 of Timothy. Kind of stuck on the inside. And here comes Miller. Must have took tires because he is on the move towards the front. Oh, 19 gets in the back of the 10 off corner exit. Gonna be 3 wide down the backstretch. 2 wide now. Back to 3 wide. 48th in the middle. Justin Miller can't quite clear the 19. These guys are catching leaders and quick. They both must be on newer tires. I don't know. These Arca cars are just, they're different. Like, the little few laps I have put in, they don't burn tires the same way, really, as any other stock car. Just because they don't really have the power of the Xfinity car or the next gen. The aero's way different than the trucks. It just don't feel like you burn tires the same way in these. Oh, Miller looking to the right of the line. I was talking about 19 gets in the wall. They almost make contact. I bet Miller wished he was about 2 feet lower there. He'd have got that spot. Yeah, like we did a fun race at Michigan, and the way these cars handle at Michigan is way different than anything I felt like. They didn't handle weird. They just handled differently. The best way I can describe these cars is imagine the handling of the truck with the aero package of the next gen. Because you cannot pass in these cars, but they really don't get loose too much. They're pretty glued to every track I've seen them run at. $19. Lewis and the 10. Oh, Miller looking run at it. Well, sponsorship duel. Series sponsor and race sponsor going at it for a bit. Oh, the 10's loose! Into the 3, into the wall. Caution should fly. No, we stay green, but Notting's hood is up in here. He can't see where he's going. He's slow. They're still wrecking behind him. Still no caution. How in the hell is that not a caution? What happened? I just mentioned these cars don't get loose, and how did Miller just get loose right here? What the heck was he doing? The 11 and Timothy involved. He's gonna slide the pit lane. Another car I saw involved, I think it's a 22 somehow?
Caution, yellow flag.
That's a yellow. We'll go back and see what that's for.
It was green.
Oh, he was just checking for the wreck and just got grave diggered by, who was that? Was that the 25? It was. They were wrecking in front of him, and he was kind of slowing down for it. And the 25 just does his Gravedigger maximum destruction impersonation and ramps over him. And we do got a caution out, but what for? It was force. Okay, did this what?
Yeah, you can.
Said he wrecked again. Was that the caution? No, that was not the caution. What the heck was the caution? Okay, maybe this one? Oh, here's the caution, I think. It's the 43 and the 19. Oh! You know what's crazy? I don't think this 43 has any damage. I'll heal a little bit. Oh, hold on. We missed this, too. There's a path for the lead. I was going back and watching that. There's a friend of my thigh getting around his race leader. Both these guys have wins already, and that's what it was. And I went up and tapped the wall, and it gave the A to run to the inside.
I didn't expect that little rock to boost me that far.
Well, that's because NASCAR will throw a yellow if I can't even say that because NASCAR didn't even throw a yellow when Eric Jones put out coming out of Daytona. So Mark Dupuis is going to be the race leader.
What'd you say, new friend? New friend, you hear push out that?
I don't know if I can say those Arca brakes, Ethan, just due to the fact there was no yellow. And also due to the fact that 22 did check up kind of early for the wreck. I don't know. It's hard to play Monday Night Quarterback with that whole situation. Yeah, I should have been yellow for sure though. Oh no, a few guys gonna come in. Ballin, McKenzie, and Dupuis. Staying out. Although I'm pretty sure these guys all pitted underneath the last caution. They did. Okay. Says oh no, I just pitted. Never mind. Alrighty, pace car will lead us through 3 and 4. And he's going to make that dive down pit lane as Dupuis and McKenzie can lead us back to the field.
Green flag, green flag.
Like back out in the air, back underway we go as Dupuis get a really good launch. Unfortunately, not a Riley Hoots. He got stuck behind the 8 or the 05 at Angel Ballin. Not gonna allow the 8 of Mathia to get through his way. Who the heck is PRT? Whoa, 3 wide, about 3 rows deep, roll through 3 and 4. There's still 3 wide. Bledsoe into the wall. Robertson gets hit by the 55. He gonna go around.
The yellow flag.
Caution's gonna fly. What a hit Robertson just took. Wow, what an absolute hit he just took here. Robertson, I think, got tight. Oh no, the 55 bounced off the wall. It came down and hit the 88. He went to try to save it. And right here, just gets. Oh my gosh! Let's go on board as a 51. I think that's Ryan Lowe. It is. such a helpless feeling. Okay, now here's my question. Does the 88 get all 4 tires off the ground? Look at the 27 barely. Oh my. What a neck contact with the 27. Oh, yep, all 4. Wow, just a full 360 while off the ground. Ethan, I don't know if you can call that Arca brakes, dude. I don't know.
No, we were fighting.
I can't call the Arca brake because as soon as he sees the 88, like, so, like right there you can see the 88 getting loose, but I'm also playing slow speed. So then he decided on, yeah, as soon as he sees the 88, he's off the gas. Listen, off the gas and still hits him. That's not arc brakes. That's just nowhere to go, not realizing 88 was there just because of the traffic. Now, how did 7 of Pelts get turned? What happened to the 7? Oh, he just hit the brakes. Okay. No. Arca brakes is like there's a wreck going on, caution's out, and you have someone like 10 car lengths back that plows their way in. That's Arca brakes, my guy. No, Miller. I don't know what happened to you, Miller. It was weird. It looked like the car got loose. I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened right there with you. No. When it's a situation like that where you can't see the wreck, and as soon as you see, like, as soon as he saw it, he was off the gas. That's not Arca brakes. Now, if you're like 10 car lengths back and you see a car spinning and you just stay full throttle, yeah, that's Arca brakes. Like, it almost looks like you got loose, Miller. I don't know. It looks like you turned down and they came back up the track. Like Chris Wright in Xfinity, that's Arca brakes every week for him. As Cameron survived. What number is William Cameron? I know he's the 4. No, he's multiple laps down. He's 14 laps down. He got took out in a wreck. So McKenzie leads back to Greens to play on the inside.
Green flag.
Green flag back at the end. 94 gets a good launch. Dude, it's slimming out though here in lap 35. Wow, we're in lap 35. That's impressive. Riley Hughes. Oh, door bang between the 13 and the 05. How the heck did they keep that green? 05 still losing the inner turn number 3. 3 wide racing back here for second. Dupuis, Mathia, balling going at it for second. As McKenzie's just driving away, the 9's getting loose on the tri-oval. I think it's the point these drivers, they just need to calm down and take a breath. We've seen a lot of really aggressive bumping like that right there. 19 of Lewis sending it to the inside. Yeah, they're just getting a little too aggressive right now. Like, oh, balling into the wall. No, we're not. That's what I'm saying. They just need to calm down and take a deep breath right now. Oh my gosh, another door bang. Oh, Luke still out of swords. Here comes Bledsoe on the 42, our pole sitter. He chips to the bottom to the inside of Dupuis. Oh, Angel gets hit by the 9. They go into the wall. Caution's gonna fly. I think that was just a product of just aggressive bumping. Let's watch. That was a really bad bump there by the 9. Oh my. Oh my. Let's go on board as a 27. Now that's Arca brake. I don't think he checked up. No, he checked up and turned around. I don't know. That was hard to tell. That was kind of a bang bang thing. That's borderline Arca brakes. But if I mean, I kind of want to go back a few laps because if we go back and watch Hoots, I mean, look how so out of sorts his car is here. Like, yeah, that's just, oh my. That's just too aggressive, not even halfway. I mean, I like Hoots and all, but I know he's just trying to make us spots, but when you're getting Angel that much out of sorts, like, right, like, he's just having to check up and lose momentum. I mean, yeah, he was. I mean, and you see here, yeah, it's just a little too aggressive, if you ask me. Too much racing to go for that much aggressiveness. I'm gonna say yes and no on that, Ethan. So they're not like the next gen where you can just straight up body slam someone, but they're not like the old Arca cars where as soon as you touch that back bumper that sends it sideways, like if you're cautious with your bumps, you can bump draft someone like crazy. Like, I remember I did a Daytona race in these cars, and I could literally just stay glued to the guy's bumper all the way around the track. Just because once we lock bumpers, you just stay full throttle, and it just kind of glues your bumper onto theirs. But you can't just slam someone in these cars, because then you see that's what happens. Kind of like these tuning cars, you can't just slam someone like that.
You want this one just in case? He's sitting still, he's laying down, he's laying down.
So the biggest thing with these cars when it comes to bump drafting or giving someone pushes down straightaways is you kind of got to ease to their bumper, but once you ease that bumper and you make that contact, you can just full throttle and just literally just push them down a straightaway. But if you mess up that first initial contact, you're gonna have to check up, or you're gonna wreck yourself and the guy in front of you. They still do that, Ethan. What do you mean 2023? They still do that. Daytona, you can be going 20 miles an hour faster and hit the guy in front of you and just shoot him forward like a cannon. You can slam the living hell out of someone. Slightly, but you can still slam the hell out of someone and it shoots them like a cannon. That's what Matt tried to do. He tried to shoot me up into the wall last night.
Green.
Green flag back out in the air. 42 Blessed leading to green. No, you don't. Not if you know what you're doing. Yeah, Bledsoe pole sitter. He fell back. I believe just outside the top 5 early in the race. Has made his way back to the lead. He has the number 8 on my thigh behind him. What about 55 of Craig Martin here? About midway into the race, having a really impressive run. We're about to get to that midway mark. Let's take a look at who is our biggest mover, and it is that number 55, up 26 spots. So currently Craig Martin, our biggest mover in the race. Tony's also up 26, but he don't count as Martin gets into the wall. Rolling through 1 and 2. It's going to allow 19 to chase loose to take that P3 spot away from the 55. Got Tony Frey in the 906, looking to the inside. Oh, got a car up in the wall. The 07 getting passed by the 38 of Lee's. I think Tony Frey's starting to learn really quickly that low line's not where you want to be. At the 48 making some contact with the wall.
Yes, you can.
Bledsoe leading the way, but Mathia all over that back bumper. The 19 is right there as well. I think I saw some 3 wide racing, maybe 2 wide racing back here with the 07. It is 3 wide. That's McKenzie looking to the inside with the 96 of Delameter. Delameter 15 laps down, still up there. Ooh, almost like contact with the 07. Bledsoe though still leading the way. Well, that's why I was talking about earlier, Ethan. Like, here, I use my mouse. If I'm the 8, I would run. Here, I'll do this. Let's go to the 8. Like, if I'm the 8, I would put this part of his car. Well, I'll show you in the corner. I would put it like right here. Get rid of that dirty air, and you really don't sacrifice a huge run. Like, you see him off-center a little bit, but that's just not enough. I'm really surprised I'm not really seeing anyone do that. I think the 38, he's catching on to it. Yeah, he's just still not quite as low as you would want to be, but yet again, he's not right on the bumper, the 55. Me personally, I love top line feeding tracks like this just because I like running the wall and I'm comfortable with putting my car that lane lower. You see that? I think the 8's starting to do it here a little bit. He's starting to get a little bit lower and lower through the corners, trying to get that clean air. There we go. Yeah, I see the 8 start. I think he's starting to try to experiment with what the car's feeling like. But one thing kind of that might hurt the 8 here is I've been noticing the 42 of Bledsoe. He's kind of running a very small apex in the exit of the corner. You see him all the way against the wall, and he kind of apex down towards the black line on corner exit out of 2 and 4. Like you'll see Bledsoe, he'll go up to the wall and then watch, he'll take this kind of really late apex down below that line in the middle of the corner, and then he'll come back up. Dang, we started with 30-something cars and there's only 17 on the lead lap. Really only 13 with speed. Yeah, see there, the 8's now starting to experiment, starting to run that lower line. If I'm the 8, I would try to set up a run here. Try to maybe, I don't know if you could do it in these cars, but maybe back up the exit just a little bit and get a run. Not the exit, my bad. Get back up the entry a little bit. Get a run and corner exit and get to that inside on the straightaways.
Caution, yellow
Oh, caution's out. What caused this one? Oh no, Dupuis! What the heck happened? How did I miss this? Oh, he was running a little further back. Oh, the 40 got in the wall and then Tony! Wow, wait. Oh my! Real quick, how the heck did he lose his bumper? Okay, so Tony gets into him. No fault of Tony's. That really started by the 48. No shot. That's how he lost his bumper. Oh my! What in the heck? Look at the 94 McKenzie. What a move that was to make it through this. Same with the 4. When the 4 gets into the 94, I think McKenzie if McKenzie saves that, that's impressive. And then 16 of Baloo. Just nowhere for him to go. Wham! Oh my, I think the 94 did save that. What a... No, play, stupid thing. He had some help with the wall, but that's still really good car control by that 94. Richard! What's up, buddy? When did you get in here? Michelob! He's alive! He lives! When he coming back, buddy? We miss ya. Lab, you can't cuss. That's why I'm not allowing that. Nah, Lab. That is the OG Richard. That is Michelob. There ain't gonna be no other Richard in this league like him, alright? We're working night. Damn, man. We miss you out there, dude. He lives. That where you work at Michelob, Charlotte? You work at CMS? If so, can you score me some tickets to the Coke 600, please? That bump is so treacherous. I can't count how many times I have seen someone destroy cars just hitting that bump during ring fight cycles. I have seen some insane wrecks. Wait. Mikkel was actually part of the crew that paved Charlotte? No way. No way, dude. What the heck, Mikkel? Why'd you leave a bump there then? He was drinking too many beers. That's what it was. All right, back to racing. Mikkel got me all distracted. 42. The 8 of Brendan Mathai leads back to green here on lap 56. Probably. I was wondering why last time I went to Charlotte in 2019, I saw a bunch of Michelob beer camps in the infield. That makes sense now. What a restart. The 55 of Doug Martin got. He might get a run here. He should be able to get a run here. Maybe past the 8 on the backstretch. Yeah, that was a bad start from Mathia. Really good start for that 55. Mathia just bleeding spots now. And they got the 19 of Riley Luce outside, but he hits the wall. Looking to open the door for the 38. To try to get that, couldn't quite do it, but that did open the door for the 8 of Mathia to get up to that high line and stop the bleeding. I love the bump. I like it just because it causes mayhem. The 19 of Lewis battling back to the inside. Couldn't quite get that slide job complete. That's going to keep the 8 and P3. Another 19 of Lewis. He's going to start bleeding some spots. as he finally gets in front of the 94. The 94 McKenzie going to cross it over to the inside. As up to the lead, I just saw the 55 of Martin trying the inside. No avail, as he's going to lose a spot to the game and possibly another spot to the 38. 55 of Craig Martin went a little too low there in that corner and lost 2 spots because of it. To be able to slide up in front of the 48 and stop the bleeding. One thing I'm learning, though, with these cars here at Kansas is don't get off that high line. If you're trying to make a pass, try to stick to that third line. Don't go all the way down to the bottom. You just bleed spots. Yeah, 15 on the lead lap and 13 competitively. Speaking of these others, yeah, let's go check their damage. So the 80 to Roberson. He's still missing a bumper. Same with the guy right in front of the 76. So they're still missing bumpers. Well, I can't believe the 88 is out of the race after that hit he took. That is insane. Brendan Mathia, he's there. Can he try to make a move? He's running that line I was talking about. He just needs to go about a foot lower or so. And I mean, he has a little bit of playroom too, because the 38 is about a car length and a half off of his bumper, so he can afford to maybe move around the track a little bit, try to get around the 42, and not lose second to that 38 machine. Yeah, if the 8 wants to be Bledsoe, he's gonna have. Oh, there it is, right there. The 8's gonna run that line. He's gonna get to the inside. He's gonna be side by side going down the backstretch. The 8 just lost some momentum, and now he has the 38 to the outside. The 8's going to dive all the way down to the bottom. Oh, he might be able to clear him here. Ah, with no mouth. He, not quite, but the 38 got into the wall. It's going to lose his momentum. Here comes Craig Martin to the outside. One small mistake can cost you a couple spots. You see the 48 get into the wall. Now the 38, he's going to slide in front of the 55. 55 going to maybe look to the inside. He does, going down the back stretch. The fog disappeared. I can go to a different camera now. I think they are teammates. No, it's not flat out. The only stock car you can run at 1.5 miles that's flat out now is the trucks, and that's a certain 1.5 miles. I think Kansas is one of them. Ooh, Mathia giving a bump to his teammate. Oh, in Elena, but I mean that's a given. I will say this: I cannot wait for you guys to go to Michigan. Michigan, I did a hosted race there, and we only had like 10 cars, but that thing was an absolute blast. Oh, Mathia hits the wall. As it looks like P3's starting to fall back there. That's the Chase Lewis. These top 2 guys are starting to drive away. Oh, Tony. 19 into the wall. Tony had to get out of it. Yeah. Before the trucks, you can run damn near flat out for like 15 laps until they did an update to that. I think it's only like 5 or so now. And now Craig Martin's just bleeding spots. He's stuck on the inside. Oh, he's going to stick that car right in between the 6 and the 48. further back. He has the 96 Dominator looking to the inside of Timothy Nishis in 11. The 38 who was running third. He's fallen all the way back to 10th. Not sure what exactly happened to him. Oh, Bledsoe's still looking for a first win. I thought he's won already this season. Oh, Daisy. Man, I wish all series started this early. You know, it was only 9:30. At 19, he's close back up that gap, though. Now he's all over that back bumper, the 8. And the 19 has to be careful because he has 3 or 4 cars right behind him. I know he wants to make a move, but you got to be careful with how you do it. We have seen multiple times people try to go to that low line and just bleed spots. Ooh, the 11 got loose. I'm almost positive it cannot make it on fuel from here. So the question is, when do you come down pit lane for what could be the money stop? See the 19 losing a couple spots, getting into the wall there. Been out there for 18 laps. We are in that fuel window now. I would say probably like 75. I would say we might start seeing people come down pit lane here in the next couple laps. What's the fall off? So best time by 30.2s, low 30s. It's not quite a second. But I mean, if you're the 19 of Lewis, I mean, with how hard we've seen it be in the past here, short pitting might be a decent strategy, but you don't want to short pit too much and be on the losing end on the back end of a run. But he's within 6/10, so if he can short pit by just 1 or 2 laps, that might cycle him to a lead. And with how hard we have seen it to pass here, that might be all he needs. Ooh, they're coming with some lap traffic. 88 to 76, one lap down. $25 to go this time by. Who's going to be that first taker down pit lane? The ATD. Oh. Yeah, that livery does look pretty cool. Oh, it looks like it might be Bledsoe. Bledsoe went to the low line. I haven't seen him do that yet. Yeah, Bledsoe can come in this time. Same with the 19 of Lewis. Whoa, slow it down. What an entrance by the 19. Wow, he gained a lot of time on the 42 there. Yeah, so if I'm the 8, you got to pit this time. Oh, did you paint it? It looks cool. See what Matthias does here. Does he run that low line to get an entrance to pit lane? Yeah, it looks like 8 of Matthias coming in this time. I put Mr. Tony Frey in the lead. He needs to stop doing good in these Arca races. He's using all his good luck here in a lower series, and then he loses his luck in Cup. I don't even know what happened to Tony yesterday. I just remembered his name was blue about halfway mark in the race. Unless he got trapped a lap down later in the race by me. I can't remember. This time by Mackenzie coming to pit lane. Wait, this would be interesting. Where is the 8? So there's the 8 coming out of pit lane. And there's Bledsoe. That was one lap action. Now, where's the 19 at? There's the 19. Fortunately, he will not get around the 8. Oh, he might. He has a run here. No, 8's up to speed now. Tony Frey out there leading the race. He has Craig Martin on that bumper. I think these guys are just hoping for a yell at this point. And the thing about Bledsoe is he has actually moved his way into a lucky dog spot, getting around Roberson. He has a really good lead over his teammate. Whoa, it's getting dicey back here. Mackenzie looking to get around the 8. That's a battle for position. If the green flag cycles get complete, that will be the battle for a 3rd. No, my apologies. It's the battle for 2nd. Tony and Craig are still out there. Same with the 56 of DeBoer and Schollenbarker in the 93. No indication are coming in this time. $16 to go. They're still out there. Dang, how many laps are they on? 31. I want to say they can probably go 4 or 5 more. They're just hoping for a caution at this point. Well, I mean, Tony's going to park it anyway, but I know DeBoer and Martin definitely are. Schollenbarker's going to pit lane this time by. Oh, I think Tony might be coming in this time. The 55 of Craig are on the low line. They'll be coming in this time. What about the 56 of DeBoer? Looks like he's going to stay out one more lap and he'll cycle him to the lead. 14 to go this time by. And just behind them, that race for the what will be the lead once we hit complete pit cycles is on. I mean, if we get a caution, that'll be insane. They'll trap everybody but one. They'll literally trap everybody a lap down but the leader. DeBoer's coming in this time, so it's going to hand the lead over the 42 of Bledsoe. Question is, can he hold off his teammate, the 8 of Mathia? And I'll say this, surprisingly, Martin didn't lose as much time as I thought he would. Ooh, almost contact here between teammates. Whoa, almost contact again. So Martin and Tony are 9 seconds off the lead, but they're also going to be putting in heaters. I don't think they're going to have enough time to catch the leaders. I think Martin might be able to get his way into a top 5 as DeBoer's just not coming off the pit lane. Oh, it is a mess back here. Wow. Even DeBoer didn't lose too much time. Martin working around the 48 of Karpinski. Oh, we're back here watching this. In the meantime, the 8 of Mathia got around his teammate, the 42 of Bledsoe. How did that happen? Ah, he's running that line. Yep. Oh, 42 also got on the wall there a little bit, but yep, that's what I'm talking about. You run just about a quarter lane off. Let's see what he does here. I think he learned. No, he went all the way to the bottom, surprisingly. I ran middle. Yeah, that 55 is definitely pushing on some fresh rubber. It was 10 to go, though. It's not enough time. He's going to need a caution if he wants a chance to win. But, I mean, he did not lose as much time as I thought he would on those older tires. Or stand out as long as he did, I should say. Yeah, they were only half a second quicker. The teammates are still going at it back here. Ooh.
The yellow flag.
I was about to say something happened with the 19. Cause I saw him dropping time like quick, and sure enough. Oh my! That just looked like a misread on where the 94 was on track.
I said, when you coming back, friend, I also took
Yeah.
your spots there.
That's a complete misread. Maybe the 19 thought the 94 can go lower, but
And I miss playing with you too, friend.
And I'll say this, I mean, if you're the 19, we'll go on board here with them. I'll put it this way: if you're the 19, that's the wrong car. The 19. There we go. Oh, he did turn right. Okay. So if you're the 19, you turn something like that, even if it's on accident, you just gotta turn right and complete the turn, because if you don't, you're gonna get caught up in it. But he turned, or not right, left. He turned left, and he still got collected pretty good. I mean, it's both race ending for both those guys. Yeah, ouch is right. Well, I'm pretty sure it's not what Matthias wanted to see, nor the 42 Bledsoe. But I do tell you who didn't want to see. That's the 55 of Martin. Martin's on fresher rubber, and I don't think anyone's coming up pit lane. This might open the door for Craig to win if he can get a good launch here. We're gonna have about 4 laps each to go when we get back to Green Flag Racing. I feel like that warm off SpongeBob. Ouch.
Daryl off is dead, so Daryl put that in my SWAT, and he goes, remember SWAT? This seems fun. Purple and clouds. That's really cool. That don't bother me. Oh, you see them stats? Mine's good for like a long range and just fair line.
All right, 1 to go. We'll go back to Green Flag, 3 to go. 56. Oh, yeah, the 56 does got freshies, too. Good point, man. I forgot about them. The biggest key for the 55 and the 56 is they got to get a good restart here, and I think the 55 is in a better position. He's on the outside, and he's right behind the race leader, the Ada Matthias. If I'm the 55, you got to get that back bumper now. Got to go. Get that back bumper. Close that gap. Get a good launch.
Green.
Ah, no, he did not get a good launch at all. Yeah, no, 55 did not get a good launch. Three to go. Can the 55 or 56 make a run at this? Matthias looking for a second race win. Bledsoe, Martin looking for their first on the season. 2 laps to go. What is the 55 going to do? He's going to have to try to beat 2 teammates here. He was running faster laps earlier. Last lap here at Kansas. I don't think Martin has anything for these guys. Question is, Bledsoe, is he going to try to make a move? I mean, if Bledsoe tries to make a move, it's going to open the door for the 55. Mathai, though, gets a really good launch off of turn number 2. If I'm Craig, you gotta go low here. Oh, no, Bledsoe gonna go low. Bledsoe gonna go low on his teammate. The 8 slide job engaged for the 42. And it's gonna pay off as Bledsoe was the last lap pass to 3 and 4 is gonna win here at Kansas. What a corner in 3 and 4 by that 42. Holy cow. That was insane. I can't believe that stuck. I mean, he carries so much speed in this corner. He just slingshot engaged, shake and bake. Wow. Wasn't even close either. What a win by the 42. That was impressive.
Did you have everything for the first one?
Yeah, what a pass, definitely. But the thing, I don't think the 8 overdrove the corner for anything. I think he underdrove it trying to get a run on corner exit.
That's why.
Because the 8 didn't look like he got tired of nothing. Bledsoe, he just sent it to the inside and it stuck.
What's up? Oh. I thought you said hey.
He lifted and let him win. No, he did not.
I'm working on. So I know to grab that one every time.
They did not lift and let him in. You lying. You can see him shoot flames.
No problem, boy.
I didn't see no flame shoot. Well, yeah, you got a lift and corner entry. Oh, the exhaust isn't even on that side. Ah, dork.
I didn't finish my energy for like 2 minutes. So I woke up at 10:30.
Thanks, Richard. Miss you, man. You gotta come back sometime. All right, let's kick it off with our P3 finisher. Craig Martin, man, I thought you had a shot at that win. You were on some freshies. I thought for sure you're going to go to the front. Just, I guess the tires would cool down. You didn't have as much of an advantage as I thought you would have.
I mean, I was giving it all I had. I know there's a big tire difference there, but I'm like, I've tried it all night trying to get that middle line to work, and all I did was just go backwards. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to hold on for a podium. If these guys going to do something crazy, maybe I can capitalize. But yeah, I'm just going to be happy with the podium at this point.
All right, man. Well, congrats on that run. I was kind of surprised you didn't lose a lot more time and lose a lot more spots, staying as late as you did. And that set you up for the opportunity for the win at the end, but unfortunately, it just didn't shake out that way. But congrats on the P3. So you guys get ready to, I think you guys are doing some right-hand turns next week, which is always fun.
Uh-oh.
Nope. You're going short track right. Oh, first short track for you guys, and these cars are a blast at short track. You're going to Iowa next week.
It's going to be fun, but much like tonight, I think we're going to see a lot of bumper cars.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get your shout-outs in, and good luck next week at Iowa.
Awesome. Yeah, shout out to my dad. I know he's watching the race. And also to my team, the Beam Monsters. Yeah, I think this might be the first podium for the Beam Monsters for the season. So yeah, always a good thing to come into a team and get some good results.
All right, man. We'll catch you next time.
All right, Isaac. Thanks, buddy. Have a good night.
All right. Next, let's pull in our P2 finisher, Brendan Mathia. So there's some controversy going on in Twitch chat. They want to know if you lifted or not give your teammate that win.
Oh no, I didn't. No. I wouldn't have made the move off of 2 and 3 and 4 to pass him if I was going to give him a win. I'm actually pissed right now. I'll tell you this: I lifted because I thought I was getting taken out, and I thought he was going to run and kill the wall and go on a SpaceX mission. But yeah, I didn't let anybody win. I'd never do that.
Yeah, I was actually astonished he got that move to stick on those older tires. I thought for sure he was going to slide in front, lose the momentum. And I don't know, maybe he had practiced that before, or he just sent it down there, held a prayer, and didn't lift. He saw the checker flag. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I was just too conservative in 3 and 4, worried about what may happen. And yeah, I was like, I honestly didn't. I'm baffled. As you can tell by my tone, I'm not too happy.
Hey, it's all good. The P2 teammate still won, man. Let's get your shout-outs in, and hopefully you guys put on a really good show next week at Iowa. These cars, I heard, are an absolute blast at short tracks.
Short tracks are a little scary. No. Great job to Alan. I'm only mad at myself. Mad at him. Obviously, he had to do what he had to do, just like I had to do what I had to do to pass him. But yeah, looking forward to Iowa, and just go ahead and do the shout outs now. You for broadcasting. I always enjoy watching them when I go back and take a look at those. And then all my teammates at BRT, another one too. Good for the points. And then my dad for watching, Preston for watching, my cousin. So just looking forward to the rest of the season. All 3 of us are locked in, so you can't ask for anything better.
All right, man. Later. Let's pull in our race winner, running strong all season. He sent it in there. I don't know if you said a prayer beforehand, but what a move that was on the final lap. Talk us through that entry, because I thought for sure you were going to watch up the track and slam the wall.
It stuck. I felt like Tyler Reddick. Yeah, I was absolutely surprised. I was like, I'm going to try to make this move, and if I finish 3rd because of it, okay, it was worth a shot. And I just sent it in, and it's like, it turned. I look at my rearview mirror, see Brendan. I was like, holy crap, what just happened?
It was impressive to watch. Like, I was watching it real time, and I thought for sure you were gonna wash up the track and get tight, kind of like would have been like a replay Chicagoland in what was that, 17 or 18 with Busch and Larson, and it's like you sent it in there, and it just looked like you were glued to the track, and I'm like, wow, what a move.
The darn thing, I got on the brakes, and it actually turned, and I was like, holy crap! I was in the chat with Brendan. Obviously, he's my teammate. That was literally my reaction. I was like, what just happened? But dude, he had such a fast car, and like when he got around me at the during that last green flag run, before that caution came out, I was like, okay, that's it. That's my race. I'm done. I cannot pass you. And I just, when that caution came out, I really thought that we were just gonna end up I was gonna end up 6th because I was gonna have a bad restart and everything was gonna go to crap. Man, I got a decent restart, was able to get in line behind him, and all I just knew the only way that I was going to have a chance at the end of the race was by pushing the crap out of Brendan. Either that or taking him to the high side, but he was defending high, like, you're supposed to here. And I just pushed the living daylights out of him the entire last 3 laps, and then when the time came, turn 3 of the last lap, I was just like, all right, this is for the win. Here we go. So it stuck. He told me that he had to get out of the gas a little bit sooner because he thought I was going to take him out. But
I did too.
No, the last thing I was going to do was take us both out. If I had to lose all of my momentum and finish outside the top 3 to keep one of us from winning, or
losing,
to keep one of us in victory lane, then that's what I was gonna do. I was not okay with taking a chance on wrecking either of us, wrecking either of us. So, PRT, we all have our wins. We're all locked into the playoffs. That's a good thing. Brendan he told me he wasn't gonna give it to me. He was gonna make me work for it if I was gonna get it. So, yeah, I worked really hard for that one. Yeah, that was fun.
Hot, man. Well, I'll let you get your shots in, and a good look at Iowa next week. As I'm hoping you guys put on a good show, because I've ran one short track in these, and it's probably the most difficult short track to run at National Fairgrounds, and I actually had a blast and was surprised how well these cars handled that track. So I'm hoping, yes,
interesting.
Yes, they actually handled the bumps very well. The bump out of turn 2 at Nashville actually helped you rotate the car and didn't get you super loose. So they're super fun at short track. So I'm really curious what you guys can do at Iowa, because Iowa is a hit or miss. I like the track, but I mean, it's a short track. It can bring cautions. So I'm hoping you guys can keep it green and have a good race. So
yeah, it's our first. It's our first short.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry. It's our first short track of the season, so it could be a poop show. Yeah, I made that PG-13. Or it could be a really good race because these cars handle actually well. You never know. We'll find out next week. Everybody who's watching, stick around for next week. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. Thanks to my dad. My dad was watching. He sent me a couple texts after that race. Days of Thunder style, heck yeah. And thanks to Tony and Matt for putting this thing together. The bosses. But all the admins, they do an incredible job. I got yelled at by Chase one time for saying something that I probably could have avoided saying. But either way, yeah, it's a blast. This league is. It's a very well-run league, and I'm looking forward to next week.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
All right, it's a Bledsoe with, I don't know if I can call it a Hail Mary pass, because I don't think it was a Hail Mary. It was just throw it in there and hope it sticks, but definitely one hell of a pass. Collect the win here tonight. 4 races in the season, four different race winners as these guys get ready to go short track racing next week at Iowa. As far as the rest of our Relentless Racing League, we got Xfinity going to Portland. I mean, I gotta buy that track. Dang it. Xfinity's going to Portland next week. Trucks, they're going some left and right. They're going to the Watkins Glen. And Cup is going to Road America. And like I said before, these guys are going to Iowa. So some road course racing and short track racing going on next week. Tune in for that. In the meantime, stay safe. And we'll catch you guys next time.
SFH, still fucking here, is a clothing and apparel brand built to change the world. We are survivors, warriors, and fighters. We are tenacious, relentless, and vigilant. We've been through hell and made it out the other side, and now we are determined to spend our lives giving back to those who need help in their fight. Whether you're a cancer survivor, recovering addict, a survivor of an abusive relationship, someone who has fought to gain control of their health, or a wounded vet such as myself, or simply someone that is fighting a battle and proud of how far you've come, we are with you. 50% of all net proceeds from our brand will be given back to those that need it most, and this will be for the life of our company. Join us in our mission. Buy some awesome gear like this, wear it proudly, spread the word. We are in this together. We are still fucking here. I end up feeling a need, like I feel like I'm